Hi there. Evening, everybody. Here we are again, December the 19th. So we're on Advent tile number 19. Goodness me, really getting through with these now. And this completes the top half of our piece, actually. So if you've got it all taped together, you'll notice that. There we go. I've actually got all of that top section there going on. A few more bits and pieces to do down here yet, but this is the one we're focusing on this evening. This is number 19. And as you can see, there you go, taped it in, all good and ready. But as before, if we turn it over, look, everything is in line. So I know if it comes to pieces, I know which is the top, which is the bottom. It's just going to save time a little bit later on trying to sort out what you're doing. So, okay, if we're ready, well, I know Garth is. Hi, Garth. It's me and you. Let's get going. So, first of all, pencil. Okay, perhaps it would have been a little bit better had I sharpened it first. But my craft room's a little bit array because we've had to have a new boiler and the loft hatch is in my craft room. So, yeah, you can imagine the chaos. Other than this little bit here. Hi, Nicola. That's okay now because we've got radiators and it's nice and warm, so all sorted. All right, so cross on with pencil. And first thing we're going to do, I reckon, is to have a look at what's around it. So here we've got this section that's got to come round here somewhere. And this section that's sort of doing the same. So we've sort of got a finishing point for this because everything's coming to this point, isn't it? So that's what we're going to do, is bring this to this point, see, on a curve. And this one to this point. Okay, let's go a little bit bigger. And then this one. Okay, we've done that one. So all that works to that point. So these elements here, let's put a 2 in. Now, we don't take these all the way down. So if I bring my pen in, I'm going to finish that one. You see, that comes over, doesn't it? So then this one gets a little bit smaller and comes over. You see, like that. We fill those little gaps in. Then this comes over, and because this is the last one, it just sort of curves there, and we leave it at that. Then this bit we can bring in to the point, and then we're going to join those two. Okay. All right. So let's have a quick look then. A couple of little lines in that one, not much we can do with that there. And then here, a real sort of thin slither. I'm just going to put a couple of lines just to give the impression that that's following through. Hi, Sue. Okay. Then this one, we're going to continue this design here. Now, if you've not got all your, let's put that in there, your tiles together, you might find this you want to do in pencil because, as you can see, it's crossing 2 of those tiles there. So it depends on how your setup is, as if you want to do that as you go in. There we go. So just as before then, we want this sort of little leaf kind of shape going on there. Just sort of in each one as we go. There it is. And up the centre and round this side and round this side. So if we do the same there and there and there and there, see how that sort of works all the way around. I'm not going to worry about that bottom one, it's way, oh come on, way too small really. And then these little designs that have been following through, let's put those in. So again, quite small, aren't they there? You're not going to get much in. And that finishes off that shape there. So let's come to the next one, which is this one here. And again, I'm going to come in with pencil, because what I want to do is I want to take this curve down and along. It's going to sort of finish at this bottom edge here. So that is my finishing point for this one. So I'm going to bring it all the way around and into that point there. And then let's bring all the other lines in to meet it. Sort of putting a bit of a curve into some of them as we go. All right. So as before, this one, you see it steps down as we're going. So working in, that one's going to be there. Hi Pat, glad you made it. And again, it's going to stop sort of short. It's not going to do any here. So this one, this is going to come, let's do it in pen, over. And this one goes over. See, I'm going to fill those bits in as we go. Let's just dot line in. Then this one. And then this one. See how that goes over the top there. And then again, this one. See, so it sort of steps every time. And the last one, we're just going to add a curve to it. Okay. So I'm going to bring that line down in pen now. It's right there. And then stand this. So let's have a look at this curve. Yeah, we're about right there. And then this one too. In we go with that one. Okay. So this little bit here, same thing. So if you might want to put those lines in first, it's up to you. And then I know how tall each one of these is going to be. Quite a tiny one there. And then into this one. I'm putting those extra little shapes on the top there. There we go. So we're going to follow this design round. And so here we go. Let's put that one in there. Now I'm not splitting my space up with these because they're they're getting smaller as you go down the shape. And because they go to nothing, there's really no need to do any splits or anything with this one. You see, really tiny there. Okay. So, as before, those little leafy kind of shapes there in the middle of each one. Just joining the line there. Tiny, tiny. And then we'll follow the lines. And again, I usually would start in the middle, but because it's only going one way, there's no real need. It's going to sort of disappear to nothing as well, so don't need to worry about whether they're going to be evenly spread or not. That's okay. Hello everybody, good evening. I know I left this one a little bit late tonight, but we've been working on a few different bits and pieces today because, of course, Christmas Day is going to be a bit different. And then we've also got New Year's Day. And it's not just Hobby Maker, it's Sewing Street. So we've been really busy trying to get bits and pieces sort of ready and finished for that. So we can hopefully entertain you a little bit over the festive period. There you are. All right, there's little loops all the way around. So let's have a look then. This one, I'm not going to put anything in here yet. I'm going to leave that until I've got this section in. And then I can do it all at once because otherwise a little bit disjointed. And then the space here, we've got this one. So let's see what's happening here then. I've got lots of lines and they're sort of all coming to a point. So let's just follow them and see what sort of happens. Okay, this one too. So we're sort of naturally coming to a head kind of thing there. So you want to follow yours down. See, I've got a little bit of a loop on the bottom. That's fine if it's a loop or if it's a point. It doesn't matter. We just want to join them all, taking them all to that shape there. There we go. And, oh, hi Ree. Hi Dorothy. There we go. It's lovely to have everybody. And I know if we do this at different times, it means that we're going to have slightly different people watching live because not everybody can make it, I know, at the 2 o'clock show when we do our live tiles. Okay, so you see here as well, I've got this sort of design coming in. What I'm going to just sort of finish that one off there. And then just at the bottom here, I'm going to add in Another one of those little loops. So it just sort of peters off into nowhere there. And I'm going to put another one here. See, we've got not much going on here because it's sort of quite bare. So again, can add some little loops. You could put a sentiment in there if you wanted to as well, or whatever. You don't have to do exactly the same as I am. Just have a little one there, look. Bubbles. So there it is. It looks a little bit plain, doesn't it? But it's actually finished off quite a lot of bits and pieces there. I'm just going to come in now with a rubber. Let's get rid of those pencil lines that we no longer need. There it is. All right. So let's have a look. We've got these lines here. So if we come on in and add some pencil to either side. Same on this one. And then here, sort of in the edges there. And then we did sort of do a over the top. And then let's have a look. See this one? It's sort of going left. So I'm going to do the same there. You don't have to. You might have done something a bit different. Just wants a little bit of something. And then this one here. Again, we can sort of finish off both sides of that one there. And then here, same as before, look, a little bit in the sides. And this one, look, it's done the top and right there. Can't really get much in there, but we'll try. This little bit here. See, that's going to sort of wander off anyway. And so is this. I'm just going to finish those edges there a little bit. And bottom of this, just give it a little bit of a pencil fill. Same with these. Now I'm going to actually add just a little bit either side. Okay? Not too much. A bit at the bottom. Just either side. Okay. Oh, hello everybody. Now people are coming in as and when, Jackie, so it's fine. And of course, this isn't going anywhere, so you'll be able to pick it up later. So you see, I'm just shading those sides, and I want a bit of a white highlight there. But I'm completely refraining from that until I've got everything, and then I'll put the white highlight in. I think on the 24th we'll have a look at it, and I'll perhaps split this up and look at what we could do with it as well. So there we go. Still everything to play for. And plenty sort of shading and extra colour we can add in and things like that. So very nice. Alright, so no. So I think we've got to grips with where we're shading now and how we're shading it, because a lot of these things are repeated and we know that we're going to have these lovely highlights going off in there. Just do that little bit there. And this bit, as I say, I'm not going to do anything there till I've got this little section here. Oh, Jackie, at least you've started, but you know, there's a few to do. All right, so let's have a look at this. If I turn it that way, that's our top half done. You see, we've got this wonderful shapes coming around here, and this just looks fabulous. I think this definitely needs a little bit more pencil shading in areas, but I'm putting off doing that until I've got all of it, and then I can decide what bits I want to sort of accentuate. So there we go, there's number 19 done and sorted. Tomorrow we're looking at number 20, which is where we're going to be finishing off this little bit here. So, okay, I'm going to leave you with that this evening. Please don't worry if you've not got them all caught up, if you're not doing every one every day. It's fine. It's going to be there. You can keep hold of it. And the videos are going to be there all year, so that's absolutely fine. Oh, Pat, don't worry about wobbling. No, honestly, don't worry about it. As long as you wobble with all of them, you'll be fine. So have a nice evening, everybody. Take care, and I will catch you again tomorrow. Goodness me, twice tomorrow. One for a live tile, and of course, once for this Advent one. So I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.